The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame yesterday. I mean, that must make you feel good at least, I would assume.
Yes. I mean, at least they recognize him. At least they thought about him. You know what I mean?
It was great.
Sam, I'm going to tell you a true story.
Great.
I have a daughter. She's 30 now. If I was going to have a son, and my wife could back this up, my daughter could back this up, I was going to name my son Umaga. And
No
that is
way.
the truth.
No,
that is the truth. If my wife was here, she would tell you. I was
Umaga
naming
Monty.
my son Umaga.
There's Umaga right here.
That's it, baby, Umaga.
Ay, ay,
So, Sam, you had some children, and from what I've read, your wife had a heart attack during childbirth and recovered, God bless.
Yes.
Can you tell us that story of what happened and how you felt during this whole
Which
thing?
is also medically unheard of, from what I understand.
Well, thank
too,
God.
What happened in that situation?
Thank God and God
That's-
bless.
Yeah.
That's the
Man, that was a 12 years ago. You know, this motherfucking wine, I need a zip for that, man. 'Cause that's a totally.
little more?
That's really yes.
At commercial break, I'm bringing it over.
All right,
Refill.
all right.
Right here, baby.
Yes, got you.
Fucking wine.
So I thought she had the flu. She wasn't feeling good one night, and I thought, you know, of course it was flu season that time. So what are you supposed to think? So anyway, I ended up taking her to the emergency that night. It was about late, like 2 in the morning, maybe 1. And I go park the car, you know, like I always do. And she goes in, and then I come in, and they said, something's wrong with your wife. I said, oh, what's going on? She said, oh, she's pregnant. That's what they told me. I thought she had the flu. They go, oh, no, she's pregnant. I said, okay, that's the first visit. The second visit, we go, now I know she's pregnant now. We know this is a shock because she wasn't supposed to be pregnant. She's not supposed to have any kids, period. I was 45 years old. She's not supposed to have any kids. Well, second loop around, now we know she's pregnant. She knows she's pregnant. Boom, never didn't know we were going to have twins. Never at all. We thought it was one baby. That was it. Anyway, so the next visit, now we go for her checkup. Pregnant ladies go to regular for checkup, not emergency appointments, right? So she walks in there, and then I drop her off. I park the car again, the second round. And then they turn around, and next thing you know, we have all of these people on the 3rd floor. Keep in mind, it's just a regular appointment, you know, just a checkup, see how she was doing. So when she arrived there, they took her straight up to the 3rd floor. I parked the car. When I arrived, I couldn't get up to the floor because there was too many commotion happening. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. In my back of my mind, that ain't my wife.
Right.
That ain't my wife,
Right.
you know. But I know the floor
else.
she's on
Right.
because I said, oh, she's on the 3rd floor. You already text me. So, okay. So anyway, I get up to the 3rd floor. I never forget the room number. It was A15. I'll never get that room number because that's what caught the corner of my eye because they wouldn't let me in the door. Now I know it's my wife. Something's going on. So she ended up having, I guess, started with a blood clot or something like that, and it came up to the leg, stopped her from breathing. Now, when they stopped her from breathing, I looked through the curtain, and there's a gentleman, a lady on top of my wife pressing the chest to try to revive her. Keep in mind, she's pregnant now. You're jumping on her stomach, and you know, and now you're trying to bring her back to life, or trying to get air in her. So the lady couldn't press no more. So a guy jumps on her now. Now you got two. Now they need a little bit more pressure, a little bit more muscle. I'm trying to get to the room. They're trying to talk me from coming in, but I can see them doing this to my wife. And I'm trying to get to her. So the security, code blue was for her, code red was for me.
Oh, boy.
To take me out and secure me, because there's too much happening. There's people everywhere. I mean, you're talking 40 people in this one little room. They're all different. One's for the heart and the other one's for the leg. I mean, you got all these people trying to get to my wife. And then the last I remember is the doctor came out. You can almost see them bend their head down. And that feeling was the most darkest moment of my life. You can almost tell she's dead. You know, when you see the doctors come out, they don't have to tell you. You can feel it. You can look at the emotion, and sure enough, man, she was gone. Yeah, she was gone. They covered with the blanket. I could see through the rope. That's how I knew the door number, because of the I can see through it all the way, but I remember that room number, and I remember them covering her with the white sheet. And the doctors were outside in the hallway talking, and they secured me in some lunchroom and sent a preacher up there to me, a preacher towards my way. Not to her, but to me. They calmed me down. And then they sent some lady to check my blood pressure, some nurse, I don't know. And then I think maybe 4 minutes later, the gentleman runs out to the hallway, and the doctors are sitting there trying to figure out, like, what happened. Like 4 or 5 doctors don't even know what happened. They said something about a blood clot, and then I guess some other stuff, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But then all I heard was this voice, like, we got to pause. We got to pause. Right. And then, boom, it's like, again, every fucking traffic again. People want to be fucking running all over it. We got to pause. It's like fucking winning the lotto to them. Yeah. I don't know what that shit is. I can't get in because they locked me in the fucking lunchroom where they have lunch, these nurses and doctors. So they went back, boom, we got to pause. So, boom, they got the pause going. The other doctor comes in with you can hear them running down the fucking the hallway like spoons and forks. But this is not an emergency room. This is not a place where you cut someone and do surgery. This is an appointment. So they cut her, no anesthesia, nothing. They straight got the knife, just cut my wife. And they cut her like she's going to live. They could have cut her any way they wanted, just to yank the babies out. Your next thing the doctor had to do was to save my kids, the baby, the twins. They didn't have, whoever cut her wasn't trying to save just the twins. They cut her underneath where they wear the bikini, just like whatever you call that stuff, right. How they cut ladies to bring the babies out. I don't know what they call that. But they cut it like she's C-section. Mm-hmm. But they could have cut her like this. They could have cut her and just get the fucking babies out. Right. Right now we need to focus on the baby. The wife's dead. Didn't work that way. When they cut, whoever cut that doctor, until this day I met her, she's the one that cut where they want to save all 3 parties. Mm-hmm. We can't go outside and tell that guy over there that lost all 3 of his family. I might as well just jump out the window too. I ain't got nothing else to live for. But I mean, besides my other kids are grown, you know. Right. But anyway, yeah. As soon as they said we got the pause, boom, and then they came in with all these night, no anesthesia, no nothing. My wife, she's already gone. As soon as they cut her stomach, the way they explain it, don't talk doctor to me. I know what a stroke is. I know what a heart attack is. Just talk straight. Tell me what happened. What do we? So when they cut her, they almost say it's like popping a balloon. When you pop the balloon, the air came out. So when they cut her, boom, the babies come out. Now the blood, everything's flowing now. So it's almost like, okay, you know, whatever's happening is fucking happening. The babies are out. They got her breathing through. Everything is moving. We got 48 hours. Did she make it or she don't? Right now she's critical condition. Same time the babies, the same way my kids. They were 26 weeks. They didn't even have a heart. They had a heart, but it's not fully developed. So one doctor holds one of my son, Marley Patu. I got a girl, Miracle. And they're doing the heart, the same thing what they did to my wife when she was. So now you got one doctor having them like that, and they had the finger, and they're walking my kids down the twins, pressing to keep the heart pumping until they got them to wherever they need to get them. Because this is not even an emergency room. This has nothing to do with a drama.
It's a regular practice.
It's just a regular appointment room. You just go to fucking for a checkup. Right. And all this shit took place in that room. Never happened in California history at all. Till today, people still talk about that. Never happened. Usually they call code blue, they lose them. This code blue, they didn't lose my wife or my kids. You know, they code red. Well, of course for me, because I was already. I don't know what's happened. I'm freaking out. You know. But yeah, that's how all that happened. Now I got 2 healthy, beautiful twins, Miracle and Marley. You know, a set of twins, 12 years old right now. So again, I just give right place at the right time. The doctor, I guess, if I didn't take her in that day, or she would have. I would have lost her.
Very blessed.
Yeah, I would have lost her. Yeah, if I would have waited another day, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Well,
You know?
with that,
Yeah.
say God bless and thank God.
Man.
With that, we're going to take a quick